What's going on, guys? ZDB Shoes here for a quick video for you guys. Basically just going to be talking about the differences between StockX and GOAT, which one I like better, kind of what's the pros and cons, and which situation you might want to use one over the other. So let's just go ahead and jump in, guys. So firstly, with StockX, the pros for StockX versus GOAT, I would say, is basically that on StockX, you can sell shoes, you can sell handbags, streetwear, t-shirts, pants, a bunch of other stuff. Any of the Supreme gear you can think of, you can probably find on StockX. On the other hand, with GOAT, they just allow you to sell sneakers. But in that same light, GOAT allows you to sell sneakers, new, used, new without the box, all this other stuff. StockX only lets you sell shoes one way, completely brand new, in box. The box can't be damaged, so they're a lot more strict as far as the shoes that you actually sell. Now, I've never actually sold any apparel or bought any apparel on StockX, so I don't know how strict they are about the packaging and everything, but I do know that I just sold a pair of shoes on StockX, and they are very stringent on, the box you ship it in. The box can't be damaged at all, and the box that you put the shoe box in cannot be more than 2 inches longer than the other box on each side. So they're very stingy about, they also tell you to put bubble wrap and an invoice in, whereas GOAT just basically says, get us the shoes. Because obviously these shoes have to get verified before they get to the person you sold them to, and then they'll go to the person. And I guess that is a kind of a con for both of the systems, in that if you ordered shoes from Foot Locker or Finish Line, you obviously know that they're real. I guess the alternative here would be eBay. So if you order some shoes from eBay, you don't know that they're going to be real, unless you've done extensive research and the seller's good and everything. Your shoes are going to get to you a lot faster than they would if you had ordered them on StockX or GOAT, because they have to be shipped to 2 different places. If you buy them on StockX or GOAT, they're going to have to go to their verification center, and from their verification center to the person. Now, the good part about this is that if you're buying, you're never going to get a fake. Hopefully if StockX knows what they're doing, and I'll get into a little bit about that later. And if you're selling, unless the person buying the shoes cancels for some reason, you know that you're going to get your money. Now, I'll dive in a little bit more about StockX and fakes. So there's been a lot recently about people saying that they have been sold fakes to StockX. They've gone to the verification center, StockX has verified them, and they've still been fake. I've personally not had that happen to me. I haven't bought that many shoes from StockX. I buy a lot from GOAT. I haven't bought that many from StockX. I haven't been able to, I'm not really good at determining what's a fake and what's not. But I just recently bought some Ultra Boost, and I did a really good look over them. They seem to be perfect. But I don't know. I guess if you are a huge sneakerhead and you really don't want to get sold fakes, and you can point a fake out from a mile away, you might go with GOAT for most of your shoes, because I have only heard of a few cases of them selling fakes, whereas with StockX, there's issues all the time I hear about. But I kind of feel like the reason you hear more about StockX selling fakes is because they do such a high volume. In my experience, StockX sells a way higher volume of product than GOAT does. That's not to say that these two apps are different in size. I think they're about as big now, but more people just know about StockX, and obviously, like I said, they sell apparel, handbags, things like that, so there's just more transactions going on. But yeah, so what would I choose if I had to buy or sell a sneaker today. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to get into, which is the seller fees. So selling on StockX, I believe for every sale, there's like a 9% fee for processing and like a 3% fee for something else, like 12%. 12% is taken out of each transaction, roughly. I don't know if I'm wrong on that, correct me, but on GOAT, it's basically like a tiered system of levels based on how many sales you have and how reliable you are. So if you ship something in GOAT on a sale and they determine it to be fake, your seller rating goes down and their commission fee that they take on each of your sales goes up. So for example, I think you start out at like 15 or 9.5 plus tax or something. I don't know the exact structure that they have, but I know that it kind of starts out at 15% is what they take on all your transactions, and it goes down from there to 9.5, and I think maybe even 8 if you get in really I think 9.5 is the lowest that they do, but they allow you to list multiple sizes or something like that if you're an avid seller of shoes. Excuse me. But like I said, if you hate seller fees, and you're willing to deal with like people saying your things are fake or buying fakes from people, you might want to try eBay. But in my case, I would definitely choose one of these two apps. Now, like I was saying earlier, what would I choose if I wanted to sell or buy a sneaker today? And this answer is twofold. If I wanted to buy a sneaker, I would choose GOAT because I know they're more reliable as far as verification. If I wanted to sell one, I would use StockX for the very fact that there's more people looking on StockX. You're probably going to sell your shoes quicker. I'm not worried about getting top dollar, and StockX actually has a feature that is really good if you don't want to deal with the hassle of selling something, adjusting your price and stuff like that. There's a sell now function in which that you just don't have to wait for somebody to buy your shoe. You can instantly sell. I think they give you a price to instantly sell them to, and you sell it to them. So if you're not worried about getting this huge margin, if you're not stingy about your money, you can just sell it, send it off to them, and be done with it and not worried about it ever again. But if you've got like a grail that you really want to make a lot of money off on and you don't care about sitting on it, then use GOAT by all means. There's definitely certain shoes that I would sell on GOAT over StockX because maybe they're going a little higher. The two apps do vary in price. A lot of times I've actually seen StockX have lower prices than GOAT. Probably because of some of the commission fees and some of the processing fees and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, and that's another thing too, is just to if you're going to buy one, just maybe check the price on each platform beforehand. But overall, there are two really good apps to use. I wouldn't use, if you just do sneakers, I wouldn't use just one. And obviously if you're into your apparel and everything, you're going to actually need StockX to do that. But like I said, they're both great apps, and they both have their advantages and are really good to have for different things. So yeah guys, if you like this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe. I know everyone says this in all their videos, but just the nature of YouTube today, trying to get subscribers, trying to get monetized, let's be honest here. So yeah guys, if you like the video, give me suggestions, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll be back with hopefully more videos like this or more videos of whatever you guys want to see. Alright guys, talk to you later.